welcome back to Rescents. My name is Rachel. I usually take you guys into the world of warm, cozy scented candles, but this year we decided to do it a little bit differently. We decided to add a nicer segment to the Rescents, and we are calling it Rescents Voices and Vibes. We'll be getting together, sharing our voices and vibing, okay? And as you can see from the thumbnail, today we are having a very nice discussion, a very sweet topic, and these are things men do that I find attractive, that I like, that I, yes. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number one, a loyal and faithful man. You know what? I heard somewhere where it said there's a difference between when a man says, sorry, I have a wife, and no, I have a wife. I'll let you guys sit with that. Sorry, I have a wife, and no, I have a wife. If someone's sorry, I have a wife, it's, it gives, I'm sorry that I have a wife, because if she wasn't there or if circumstances were different, maybe we could vibe. But no, I have a wife is no, I'm not up for grabs. It's a no, and that's so attractive to me. A man is loyal, so faithful, only for me. That's so cute. Number two, that he does special things to his special human even without being asked, unprovoked. Like, he brings her flowers, he brings her chocolate, he brings her a glass of wine, like her favorite glass of wine. That's so sexy to me. That's so attractive to me. Men, take a pen and a paper, learn. Okay, you're in class. Number three, I love me a man who is vulnerable enough to be a small spoon too. I definitely want a man with a backbone, a man who can handle his own, but I want someone who is vulnerable enough to, be a small spoon. Tell me, baby, hold me, baby, to be vulnerable with me, his woman, okay? That's so sexy too. It's so sexy. Number four, I love me a man who is comfortable with his emotions, and not just that, with sharing them. Show your emotions, honey. Show them. Cry a little. Let me take care of you. That's so sexy to me. A man who shows his emotions. That's so lovely. That's so Something else is I love me a man who says things like, it's sorted. Baby, it's sorted. Who takes control, who leads, who has a backbone. Yeah, that's so sexy to me. Someone who just says, I'm like, you know what, I need this fixed, I need that fixed, I need my car has an issue, my car is not going, and he's like, don't worry, baby, it's so he can get it. Something I find very attractive as well, if a guy has kids and he's a great dad. That's sexy, man. That's so attractive. Something else about a man that I love is a guy who shops for groceries. I didn't see this growing up. My dad started shopping for groceries when we were very older, when we were like adults, and I would see him come home with like spinach and some fruits, and I'm like, Allah, because that was not the norm. Men could not go to the market, men could not go to supermarket, but if I'm in the grocery shop and I see a man shop with a trolley full of food stuff, man, that's so sexy, man. That's sexy to me. Another thing I find very attractive is a man who pays for stuff unprovoked. Like he pays for bills, he pays for electricity, he pays for car bills, he pays for stuff unprovoked. Like you don't have to remind him, you don't have to tell him, he just does it. Oh god, that's so sexy. Another thing that I find very attractive is a man who plans for dates, who plans for things, who plans for trips, and again, unprovoked. Surprise me, you know, call me, tell me, pack your bag, or damn, that's very sexy. You can carry it, you can carry it. Another very sexy thing to me that men do is a man who communicates clearly. He says what he wants, what he feels, and what his intentions are. He has no mixed signals. He's like, I want you, I want to marry you, I want you to have my kids, I want to build a life with you, I want a future. That's so sexy, that's so attractive. That's clarity is sexy. Just a man who is clear of his intentions, his plans, his, like, he has his head straight. Something else I find very attractive that men do is men who treat everyone with respect. There's a difference between ego and respect. A man who is respectful to elders, to his friends, to strangers, to the waiter, that's sexy. That's so sexy, man. That's very attractive. To the watchman, to soldiers at the door, that's something. Another thing I find very attractive that men do is a man who takes care of himself, and that's his appearance. Like he dresses well, he's clean, he smells good, I love me a man who's, from a fresh haircut. yeah Something else I find attractive that men do is a man who has his own life. Like he has something going on for himself, not just a job or a career. Like he has other things, like passions, he has goals, like he has ambitions, he has friendships outside of our relationship. Like he goes to do things with his friends, like play golf, go watch the movies, go walk dogs, just has a life, has things. That's so attractive. Like you're going to do what? Oh, that's cute. Show me, involve me. I may not like what he does or want to do it with him all the time, but I find that so sexy. Something else I find attractive is a man who is secure in himself. And there's a difference between a man who is secure and a man who is controlling. Okay? He's secure, not controlling. Something else I also find attractive is someone who shows affection in small, consistent ways. It doesn't have to be like a huge gesture, like a big trip, a big plan. Small things, like ask me how my day was, talk to me, have conversations with me, show me you care, checking in, random compliments, tell me I look good, tell me I look nice, remembering what I like, remembering my birthday, remembering Valentine's, remembering our anniversaries, remembering small things. That's attractive, man. That's small gestures and actions is always beat big gestures over and over and over again. That's sexy. That's so sexy. Okay, another thing I find attractive is someone who supports their partner, even if their interests are completely different from theirs. If a guy don't like cooking, he's never in the kitchen, but he's there with you. He buys you stuff for the kitchen, he buys you stuff. If you're into baking, he buys you baking stuff. That's sexy. That's so attractive, man. I also like what I find attractive is a guy who respects boundaries. A a guy who he doesn't rush intimacy. Like he takes his time, he understands, he doesn't push, he's okay, he's okay, he gives you space without punishment. You know, he, if you're like, baby, I'm not down to being intimate tonight, he's like, it's okay, babe, we can always do it another. I might as well just give it to you because you respected that. Another thing I find very attractive is someone who is playful, someone who has humor. You know, life is heavy, man. Life is so heavy. Let's be playful. Playfulness is magnetic, kinda, and I find it so sexy. Something else that I find sexy as well is, you know, that thing that guys do when they're driving with one hand and one hand is, ooh, that's so cute, that's so sexy, that's so, ooh, that's very attractive to me. Another thing that I like that men do is, I like me and eat. A man who eats. If you know, you know. So yeah, that's all I had for you guys. Please add some more in the comments below. Share with your friends. If you liked the episode, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if this is the content that you guys resonate with. And until next time, bye.